Curry with the steal. Down low. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
And you know, with Moutier, you can't ignore what he does on the court. He has amazing size at the point guard spot, excellent vision, and is a natural playmaker for his squad.
Martin dishes to Chandler. Fires it up. And he overshot that one, missing.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Martin passes to Fareed. He dishes it to Moutier. Clock at 6. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 13-4 run.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Martin in the corner. Drops in the tray. Martin's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
And Dorsey kicks to Fareed. The dish to Ford. Denver the rebound. Goes up again. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Festus Ezeli. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Denver with a tough year last season. And a lot of losses for them on the road as they would go, what, Clark, only 11-30 away from the Mile High City.
Yeah, and Kevin, they ended the season on a 5-game road losing streak as well. I mean, they had mostly given up at that point as they had tried to develop young players, and it just kind of blew up on them down the stretch.
Here's Nelson. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Warriors leading by 9. Here's Livingston. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
A big problem for the Nuggets last year is that they just couldn't hit shots away from home. I mean, they finished in the bottom 5 in terms of field goal percentage on the road.
And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist from Spates. Barbosa's got his second bucket of the night. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Hey, I've got one more note on the Nuggets and the road. I mean, when you shoot as poorly as they did, as you mentioned, you start to lose some confidence and second-guess things. It's a lot harder to fight through shooting slumps like that in somebody else's building, no doubt. So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Spates kicks to Iguodala. 11 feet away. Rebounded by Jameer Nelson.
It appeared as though the spin left him a little dizzy, Kev. That may have thrown off the shot.
Now the Warriors moving it up. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like... And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Warriors leading by 11. So on the floor for Denver. Moutier out there with Will Barton. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Chandler in a power forward. Moutier dishes to Barton. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Barton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nuggets. Kicks to Iguodala. Here's Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Curry's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Chandler outside. All alone. The shot no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Passes to Curry. There's the three. The long distance three is buried. And the Warriors lead by 14.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Nurkic can't hit.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication there.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Denver calls timeout. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Hickson's checked in. Chandler's shot good.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history. You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
He feeds it to Moutier. Shoots from 12. Clock at 4. Here's Hickson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Curry with the 3. Denver grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Moutier. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barbosa with the ball. Here's Curry. Curry with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 12. Got a piece of it. Curry with the steal. Spates kicks to Curry. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 22.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Pass to Barton. He kicks to Moutier. Here's Barton. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Outside Curry for the 3. Curry with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 13. Moutier with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Warriors shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Barbosa. Out left to the wing. It's tipped. Nurkic with the steal. Now here's Moutier, guarded by Curry. Moutier pass to Nurkic. Here's Barton, covered by Barbosa. Here's Nurkic. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
So far in the game for Nurkic, he has 8 points and 1 steal as well.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Green comes in for Festus Ezeli. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. And Denver with a change here, too. Fareed is checked in. Thompson outside. This one for 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Well, the ball movement was good. The player movement was excellent, and you only get assists when guys make shots.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And guys, when you're cracking heads against somebody 4 times over the course of the season, boy, it's a great feeling to snatch that first game. Good adjustments tonight against the Nuggets.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Klay Thompson. He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg. Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. 8-point game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Substitution on the court. Nuggets call timeout.
Denver calls timeout. They're losing by 8. 16 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, I think he's just trying to send his team a message, not willing to give up on this game just yet. Just trying to instill that fight in this group.
Yeah, hey, I'm all for giving messages and teaching lessons, and I respect that, but at some point, if it's over, it's over. I mean, you need to be looking at the next one. This one's done. Forget about it. Let's move on.
6 seconds left in the game. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Warriors, Stephen Curry.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Denver calls timeout. They trail by 7. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan, Stephen Curry. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Anytime you...
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Sacramento Kings at Sleep Train Arena. Well, for Sacramento, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. We've heard some thoughts on it before, but now that we are able to look back on the Warriors' accomplishment last season, all the wins, the first title in 40 years, how do you view the season they had, Shaq, in a historical perspective?
It was super successful. First-year coach with no experience, win championship. 67 wins put them as a top 5 team of all time. Combination of their offense and defense made
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll take a look at the Warriors. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
It's go time. Now, these are two teams whose rivalry goes way back, and anytime they renew it, the fans, as well as all that are involved, are going to be in for a treat.
I like that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a test. The encounter between these two, the build up to the game has been extremely intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor. for today.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. And it's Curry in at the 1. Rondo with it. Out to the right wing. Cousins. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Cousins has got his team on the board to start the game for the Kings.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
For the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Rockets.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
And so here is Golden State. Sacramento making their last shot from deep. Green. That is good. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rondo kicks to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Barnes. Goes up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Now here's Thompson following the shot by Rudy Gay. The shot by Curry, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's the 3. Good. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Bellinelli. Cousins with a screen on Thompson. It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
And that one's good. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, when George Karl and I were able to chat a moment ago, one player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thank you, Doris. Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place in the West were the same as the games between second place and 8th in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Quincy Ace. Caron Butler's checked in for Rudy Gay. and it's Ben McLemore in for Bellinelli. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. That puts them in the lead. Barbosa's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Rondo. Here's Cauley-Stein, and good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. Cauley-Stein's got his first points in this one. Now here is Barbosa, guarded by McLemore. Here's Livingston, the kick out to Spates. Livingston dishes to Spates, and the wide open shot from Green. Again, Golden State.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And it's Rondo penetrating. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Caspi. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Kings trailing. 30 seconds left in the first. Dishes it to McLemore. The three. And it's Spates with the rebound. The Warriors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. From outside the arc. No good on that last second attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounds. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for them, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
Rudy Gay is out there with Costa Koukas. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Cousins in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Kept alive by Sacramento. The Warriors leading. On the wing, Iguodala uncovered. And it's Iguodala again missing. Kings have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward. And let's check out the stats for Rondo. How he did last season. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 8 assists and 5 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now. You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
That's good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Livingston passes to Barbosa. Look from Green. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Green's got 7 points.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's check in with Doris Burke for an injury update on Leandro Barbosa.
Kevin, the Warriors' head athletic trainer gave me an update. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
Quincy Aces checked in for Sacramento. Outside Rondo. Cousins inside. Spates on him, and he gets it to go. 6 points here for Cousins.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
One thing to say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers?
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the big 3 in Boston. That year, it was the big 4.
And, you know, guys, on the topic of Rondo, you look at his playoff career now. I mean, in 2009, he averaged nearly a triple-double in the postseason. I mean, this guy has great instincts, but he has to have the ball to orchestrate the way he's most effective.
Now, here is Barbosa. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Iguodala, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And that one's good. Cousins.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter.
And going back to what we were saying, what you hope with Rondo is that he can get back to his full level of confidence. He tore the ACL in 13. He was traded in 14. Lost his way a little bit. But he's still young enough to have several really good years in front of him.
No good from Gay.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
It's tipped. And now Sacramento on the break. That's tipped.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Cousins against Spates. And here's Iguodala outside. No good.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
And Bellinelli kicks to Rondo. Gay outside. And it's the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. Livingston no luck. The Kings trailing